know, they take some courses and things like that. It's not like they spend the whole 3 years. Well, first of all, there's not a boarding school tradition in the United States. But second of all, it's very expensive. If you ever have a chance in Hershey, Ohio, the Hershey candy family, excuse me, gave a lot of money to start a farm school. So there is a model. Most of their students board, not all of them. They have a farm, they have some animals, they live there, you know, they learn things. It's a wonderful model to see. Now, most of us don't have some family with $30 million backing us up. So other people have looked to other models, either urban models, where they get involved in some sort of economics, so they learn about economics, which is important at that age, or, you know, and then attend school most of the time, and they have block scheduling, those sorts of things, or a modified farm. I, along with Carol Johnson, was just out in Denver, Colorado to the public Montessori school conference there. And one of the schools, Compass Montessori, is a charter school, but they go up through high school, and they have a daytime system. They don't have a boarding school system, but they have a farm there. There's a farmer who runs it, but the students help take care of everything, including cleaning out the barns, hauling that manure. So they're learning about all of that. In Milwaukee, we have a block schedule, and students do have a cycle when they get involved with an urban farmer who's been working in Milwaukee with some interesting things, growing greens and doing earthworm farms in the inner city. So that's been a great model. So if you go online and look up NAMTA, they do a lot with NAMTA's North American Montessori Teachers Association, but they do a lot with the adolescent program and what's going forth. In Milwaukee, and I know elsewhere, we now have a Montessori high school, which is a combination of Montessori and the International Baccalaureate program. So we've gone all the way up now through 12th grade. It's a nice fit. Yes?
What's some advice you can give to parents of Montessori children who seem to full well in the classroom environment understand about choosing work, completing tasks, and keeping order and putting things away? And then they come home and it's like Montessori goes out the window.
Okay.
They don't want to choose their chores or put away their coats. What's the advice you give?
Magic wand.
How old? We're talking Children's House, elementary?
We're talking 7 through 16.
Yeah, see, because that's you know, the second plane. So, you know, one of the things, the young children are very interested in external order, and the older children aren't. But they're interested in socialization, so you have to explain them why this is important, and you have to do that frequently. So why is it important you hang up your coat? Well, so people don't walk all over it, so you can find it so it's not in my way, so I don't trip on it. There's a lot of good reasons why we have to hang up our coat. Okay, so you have to do that for almost everything, and it gets monotonous, but it's what we have to do with those elementary students. And then you have a consequence. You know, that's got to be, that's where I say the love and logic thing comes in, is we've talked about this. For the good of our family, you need to hang up the coat. You haven't. You can have them participate. That's a good way to do it. What do you think should happen? You know, and they're always more harsh, especially at the elementary level. Oh, you should take my coat away for the rest of my life. Ooh, winter's coming. You think you're going to be cold? Yeah, okay. What do you think? You know, and let's be realistic. What do you think is a good consequence? Okay, maybe you could take the coat away. I mean, okay, now you don't have a coat. I will drive you to school. You will get to school. That's not going to be an option to stay home from school because you don't have a coat. But you won't play outside because you don't have a coat. It's too cold to play outside without a coat. So then you have to see if you can get some cooperation from school about that or not. But also it means after school. You can't play outside after school. So there's some consequence on the child, not just on you. So those are, you could do something else. It doesn't have to be that. And those are the sorts of things. They don't do their chores. You go on strike for a day, especially if it's family-wide. If you're having this with, those elementary kids, they'll gang up on parents. They'll like, it doesn't seem like they plan it, but they do. And so nobody does their dishes, nobody takes the garbage out, mom doesn't make dinner. I mean, I don't know a child in the United States who would starve to death because they miss a meal. And I know it seems harsh, but it's harsh reality if they don't learn to do those things. So, maybe they could make cereal for themselves if they're really starving to death. But yeah, go on strike. You don't have to do everything. But yeah, just know in your own brain, this is a part of their age. So it's not like they're being bad kids or they're ruined for life or anything like that. This is their age. Any other questions, comments? Okay, I think that's it for tonight. Come on, a little bit. Thank you. I do have one other thing to say. I first came to Border Star, I think about 6 or 7 years ago, to do what I do right now, which is to come as an AMI consultant and look at the school. And I have watched the school bloom and grow, and I just wish you to continue on that path because it is a wonderful community, and I'm honored to be here. So, thank you.